On December 17, 1903, the Wright brothers showed the world that man could fly. Their invention of the airplane surprised everyone, poor people, rich people, and especially the middle-class people. At first, it was not as great as some other inventions during the time, because of how dangerous flying still was. But through various twists and turns, the airplane was able to become a great success in the 1920s, and even gaining the rank of being one of the most important inventions of the 1920s. During the decade preceding the 20s, airplanes had been used in World War I for attacks, but its high instability and poor control make it less effective as other weapons of World War I, so it was tossed aside as an impractical invention. After World War I, the airplane started to become a hit again. At local fairs, airplane pilots would fly around in the air doing many tricks and stunts to entertain an audience. Gradually, the airline stunts at local carnivals become commonplace throughout America. Although the airplane had become used more throughout America, it was never taken seriously by anyone until the federal government developed the idea of airmail. The idea of using airplanes to transport mail quickly caught on. Instead of receiving long-distance mail in a few weeks, one could receive it in only a few days. Airmail quickly became a success as airmail became more popular. Other industries began turning to the airplane as for a frightening that it was much faster than land-based transportation. So the airplane quickly became an integrated part of American business during the 1920s. After using airplanes to transport freight became commonplace, the idea of airplane carrying people quickly held on. A few airplane companies began to offer flying people from one place to another, for a price though. Usually it was fairly costly and only upper-class people can afford it. But as flights became more common, price fell, and it almost reached a point where upper middle class people could afford flights. Although the airplane did not catch on as quickly as other inventions of the 1920s did, it still caught on, and it surely did catch on. During the 20s, many people began to do airplane stunts and tricks to entertain themselves. Various people would climb on airplane wing and start dancing the Charleston, or try and fly around in circles for a whole day. Airplane fates even managed to produce an American hero, Charles A. Lindbergh, when he crossed the Atlantic Ocean by himself in an airplane. The success of the airplane in the 1920s surely makes the airplane one of the most important inventions of the 1920s.